This is Chuck Worley with the 757 House Whisperer Show. I am the founder and host here every Wednesday night from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can listen to our past shows on Spotify and all the other podcast places if you want to hear our shows from the last. We're coming up on 2 years.
Hard to believe.
Every week for 2 years, and that's it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. We don't have to be on the radio as much as Damien, but we definitely got to put together a good show for you guys every week. We work really hard to make sure that we have some good questions for you guys. It is great when you guys volunteer your situations. I always like to remind our listeners is that when you call in and ask a question about a problem with your house, you're not just helping yourself. You're actually helping thousands of listeners with the same or very similar problems. And the reason that we created this show, I mean, it was kind of my brainchild, just from being on and off the radio for the last 20 years. I've been on 2 or 3 different types of shows like this, Ask the Expert shows, and going all the way back to 2001. And if you're old-time listeners, you remember Keith Bales. He was my best friend, and he passed away in 2012. And we had a radio show, me and a couple other guys, and just kind of fell apart. It wasn't the same. He was the kind of founder of the show and the prodigy, the main drive. And when he passed away, it just kind of lost its spunk because he was the man. So it took me 2012. So not 10 years, but
13.
Is it 13?
13.
Or 2012
13.
now. So minus 2 years because we started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. So about
11. Just
over 10 years to kind of get my gumption up to, kind of put together a show. And that I think it's a great way. I've always thought it was a great way to educate the listeners in our area. The 757 is our place, right?
Yeah, it's our playground.
It's our playground. Jack's been here since he was born about 4 years ago.
He's still in the playground.
But yeah, so he's out of the playground now. Now he's in the world of contracting. What a playground that is. Right. But so we've all I was telling some people about the show, and they're like, man, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And so we kind of put together a team of guys and a gal, and to just kind of help people kind of to give back to our customers and our listeners that have given us so much business over the last, I'm coming up on 9. It'll be 10 years in next year. Wow. Yeah. So man, that is a long time.
Time flies.
When you're having fun, right?
Yep.
So I think it's a great show we have had you guys say such kind words to us. When we see you out in public, we appreciate the kind words because it does take a few minutes to put this show together to make sure we got questions for you guys, make sure we're up on the new stuff, I think we had somebody calling in about a new type of vapor barrier in the attic, and we got to keep up with that stuff, so we just like to give back to our customers or our listeners in this area. And I think it's a great way to do it is to offer a free show to you guys. All you DIY people that are doing their own stuff, it's real important that we help you guys because we don't want you to screw up your houses, right? It just makes it harder for us if we don't tell you how to do it. It's going to make it harder for us to fix it, So I'm going to go through. I'm going to remind you guys the phone number to call in tonight. It's 627-7979. We got a gift card, a coffee gift card for you guys, a gift card or a coffee gift card for you guys. So just call in, ask any questions. I've got some cool trivia questions, which I stumped Mike on one of them. So he's so long in the tooth. There's not much about trivia that he doesn't know. I mean, going back to the 1800s, right? So.
Yeah,
I just pick on the only guy in the room that's older than me.
I know who Pocahontas is.
Yeah, I heard she had long hair. So, Hey, so thanks to you guys listening to the show. 627-7979. call us in, try and stump my experts. We got Jack here is our painting expert. We got Michael here. He's got 50 plus years of experience of really the building industry, his specialty being windows and doors now. But it's call in with any questions about from the roof all the way to the crawl space. Any situations in your house that you're running across. It's starting to get cold. We're going to be talking about how to prep your house and how to make sure that you don't have busted pipes and stuff like that. And isn't it weird to have a plumber say, hey, look, let me tell you how to protect your house? Because, we make money fixing plumbing pipes, right? But I feel like the right thing to do is to help people and to protect people. And man, if I got half the jobs, that'd be fine too. But it's helping people figure out their house, helping people protect themselves in the house. Now, all the people that are not listening, all their pipes are going to break, right? Because they're not listening to us. So all my people on the radio, their pipes aren't going to break because they're going to listen to us and listen to some of our warnings on stuff to do. So we'll get into that. But while we're introducing ourselves, you guys call in 627-7979. Ask any questions about your home. Think I should give them trivia, or do you want to introduce ourselves?
Let's introduce ourselves, and because I got another trivia thing too.
All right, okay. He's trying to up me.
I'm not up that. You can't up that. You can't up scale the master.
Go ahead. I'm Chuck Worley with Worley's Home Services. I do heating and air conditioning, electrical, plumbing, ductwork, crawl space encapsulations, and spray foam insulation. And we will be talking about spray foam today. I just got an alert from my electrical company. I forgot to tell you guys this. 43% decrease from last year.
Wow.
Yeah. That's pre-spray foam. 43% decrease January to now, and then from last year.
Man. Well, I'm Michael Davenport. I'm with CVP Windows and Doors. My partner and I, Barry Taylor, been in business right on 25 years. We manufacture and install our vinyl windows. We make them right here in Newport News, Virginia. Unlike some of the other guys, one of them says he's locally made. It's in Maryland. I guess that's more local than St. Louis, Missouri or somewhere. Maybe Kansas City. But anyway, we are the local guys. We go up into the northern neck, over to the eastern shore. We go down into the close parts, Outer Banks, Elizabeth City at North Carolina. We cover the south side, and we are now operating in Richmond. And we will be your guy. You'll be happy with the thing. No pun intended, but we're not chucking a truck, and I'm not talking about my buddy Chuck. I'm talking about the guys.
And we call him Bubba and Skeeter.
Yeah.
On the show.
Okay, Bubba and Skeeter. Yeah, the guys that have no.
So I got a trivia question. What date and month was your company born? Because I want to see if Jack's older or younger.
Well, my company, October.
You said 25 years.
Yeah, October the 1st.
What was it? What year?
October.
It was 24 years ago. Right now, we'll be 25 next year.
So I just turned 26. So I got a couple of years on you.
Yeah, but you were hardly able to walk. You kidding me?
It's yeah. We got the young buck. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I want to introduce my buddy Alvin Co. Alvin's a great guy. I always like to brag on him with this deal. He went to Chuck's ancient farmhouse that had stuff that actually is older than antique.
We got a shadow box.
Walls.
We're putting a shadow box together of the corncob pipe and all the stuff.
All that other stuff.
1958
newspapers that were in there from the ancient times. And newspapers that were almost old as me. And Alvin took it apart. They had ideas. He arranged it, put it back together. We did windows and a patio door so Chuck's young bride could look out in the morning and see the deer and all that out there in the side yard, because they got a 5-acre spread, and it's just an amazing place. And
did I tell you I saw a coyote out that?
That is not good.
Out that window. We were out the sliding glass door. We were reading. We try and read every morning to our Bob was kind of our quiet time before we get our day started. It's the best time. And we're reading. I'm reading to her, and I look up and I pull my glasses down. I was like, looks like a dog. So I run over to the thing because we don't have dogs, right? And look over. I was like, the freaking coyote right in. I mean, and he's 25 feet away from my deck, maybe 20 feet. Like he was walking over to where our fire pit is, and I couldn't believe it.
Man, that's not good.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Not good.
You call Cindy.
I know. I should have called Sydney. She'd come over with a buckshot.
Yeah.
She'd take
But
care of it.
Alvin also does new homes, additions. He does major remodels like kitchens and bathrooms and anything that you've got in the way of wanting to build something, Alvin can do. And so I'd recommend you get a call to him. Call us tonight at 757-627-7979.
Any questions about your house?
We can answer them all. Right, Jack?
That's right. And my name is Jack Keller with Legacy Painting. We are located right here in Yorktown, Virginia, and service from about the New Kent area down to the Virginia-North Carolina state line. We do interior, exterior painting. We do a ton of sheetrock repair. So stress cracks, nail pops. If you have water damage, stuff like that, we can come in and get that repaired looking at brand new, as well as deck and fence staining as well. And I'll introduce Cindy Rao with Alpha Pest Solutions. She is the person to call with any type of moisture issues in your crawl space, termites, any type of pests that you don't want in your house or around your house. She can come out, take care of it, and she is fantastic. I've had clients use her, and she is phenomenal.
And she's not scared of anything.
And she only does a 4-legged pest, right?
That's right.
Not the 2-legged ones. Okay, just clearing that. And what is she? She's the only lady that you know that has the license to do what?
To kill.
Oh, yeah. She's the one.
She's the one.
Yeah. So make sure you call in. This is a live radio show. So we want you guys to call in, ask any questions, any problems that you're having at the house. I talked earlier about it's starting to get cold finally, right? So it's we're going to talk about the crawl space and the things that you want to do, talk about your attic space, talk about things you should not be storing in either one of them, like paintings or anything that's conditioned, needs to be conditioned. So we're going to talk about that, but we are going to be very led by, we love answering questions. So 627-7979. You guys can call in and ask any single question. Try and stump my guys. While we're waiting on people to call in, I got some trivia around here somewhere. All right. So here's my trivia. My trivia question is, what is the name of John Travolta's character in Saturday Night Fever? What is the name, first name and last name? Everybody knows what the first name. It's a typical Italian name. I mean, it's hard not to remember that, right? I mean, he kind of looks like one.
Yeah,
he doesn't look like a John. He looks like So we'll give you a big hint on that one. And then Jim Henson. This is for our older crowd. Jim Henson, because Jack had no idea who these people were. So Jim Henson is the creator of what beloved cast of characters? Almost slipped and said.
Yeah, I was going to say. I was sweating it.
And then we're going to talk about what your favorite character was.
And I got a really one for the older crowd.
That's right.
There was a TV show that came on here in Hampton Roads. It was 12:30 on Saturday. And the TV show was about a man who had a plane, a twin-engine plane, and he raised his niece, Penny. I want to know what the name of the show was and what the name of his plane was. He had two different ones on that show. One of them had like the round looking engines. My buddy Tom, if you're listening, I know you would know it because Tom has a plane exactly like the second plane that has like the engine is kind of flat looking. It's a much more powerful motor than that round engine thing was, but twin engine plane. Anyway, for the older crowd, you're probably at least 65 or older to know that answer.
All right, cool. So there's the trivia. Anybody that calls in gets a gift card, a coffee gift card for any answer on. We give them to people that missed too. So yeah, we're pretty. We're easy.
We just want to talk to people.
Yeah, we love talking to people, and like I said, it is really cool to be able to help someone else when you're getting help yourself. 627-7979. Call in and ask any questions about any situations in your home. Well, I mean, from the roof all the way to the crawl. I did want to go over a couple of things because it is getting colder. So people call us and ask all the daggone time, what should we do with our crawl space vents? That's probably the most. I mean, me and Cindy answer this question literally on the daily, like it is almost every day. And of course, the answer is during an encapsulated crawl space, or in some of these people are selling these crappy semi-encapsulated crawl spaces, which doesn't make any sense to me. They don't pull permits. They don't. Anyway, it's either do it or don't do it, right? So the open crawl spaces, we want to leave the open crawl space during the summertime so that we can get a breeze through there, so you don't get all this moisture trapped underneath your house and rot out all the wood underneath your house. The closing of the vents is highly recommended during the wintertime. And the reason for that is you don't want 30-degree air or less than 32, right? Mm-hmm. Going into your crawl space and just sitting under your crawl space. Because what happens then?
Condensation.
Well, condensation, it could. No, it would freeze if it's below 32 degrees. So below 32 degrees, you're going to have pipes burst. And people think that, oh, man, it's 17 degrees. My pipes didn't burst because I got no water. Well, that's not when you get the water, because the pipes are frozen.
That's when
when it goes above 32 degrees 3 days later, then all water breaks loose and hell is to pay, right? So that's why all these water fire damaged, people make money, because I mean, there is no warning. It is bad.
I want to mention one thing about them. I was watching channel.
You have a call. If you want to get back to that, or you want to get a call?
Yeah,
let's go to the call.
I can't read it.
All right, Mr. Gene in Norfolk.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Mr. Gene in Norfolk.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? So you got a question for us?
Yes, I do. I've listened to you guys on and off, and I got a problem with some bugs. And I heard one of you guys mention about some young lady, I guess, that worked with y'all, that had some kind of a wonder power or powder or something that was very effective.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that show. Yeah, I think that was me and her. She does have like some, was it a dusting powder?
Dusting powder.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about her magic of being the only woman with a license to kill. That's what
I always tell people I shoot back. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yes, she had. Do you remember what it was? What were you? Was it for beetle bugs? What was the?
What was she killing?
Was like roaches and stuff. If she's part of a company that works with y'all, can you give her company name out? The phone number?
Yeah, it's Alpha Pest Solutions.
Okay.
Alpha Pest Solutions. Yeah, just look her up, and I was trying to catch her, get her on the phone, and see if I can get that a more specific question about. Is that the problem you're having? Is roaches?
Yeah, I'm not going to mention any names, but I stayed in a hotel and they, you know how they do, they get into anything.
Oh yeah, they're aggravating things. Now right. I heard something interesting.
They could never spray and get all of them out.
Well, I heard something interesting. I was hoping I might talk to Cindy today to ask her this. I was listening to someone talking on the radio, and I don't even remember what station, but they were saying that, golly day, it's a type of, it looks like a lizard. What's it called? They breed them and they're gecko.
Yeah, earlier.
They said geckos would eat roaches.
Gecko. It was.
I know who it was. I know who it was. It was on 8:50 a.m. What's his name, Damien? Mike.
Mike
Yeah,
and
Preventer.
Preventer.
Mike.
Yeah.
In Preventer.
Yeah, he said when he was in college that they had a gecko that they kept in their room. It lived underneath the refrigerator when they were in school, for the 9 months a year they were in school. And what they would do was they would put mealworms on the table when the end of the semester was up and they were going home for the summer. And his buddy would come out and catch the gecko. They'd flip on a light and he'd catch the gecko, carry him home, keep him for the summer, bring him back, and then he'd let him loose. He said it might freak some people out because you could hear him at night eating these cockroaches.
Oh,
And I've been meaning to ask my daughter-in-law who raises these gecko animals and breeds them, and Cindy, if all that's true, because that would be another way she shipped geckos from South Korea, France, England, all over the U.S. But
she raises them.
She breeds them. They got all kinds of different patterns.
Disgusting. That is.
But she don't raise them to eat. She raises them. I mean,
so that reminds me of the friend of mine that told me he won a landscaping contract. He was in another state, and he's like, "Yeah, I kept getting underbid by all these, low, chucking a truck, guys." And he said, "Screw it." So he went out and bought 25 goats, and he took his number and divided it in half for the landscaping thing. Puts his little fence up around this area, and that goat, within 5 days, those 25 goats, there was no vegetation left. The goats ate it all. He goes, "I made more money doing that than I did landscaping." I was like, anyway, I was like, what a great, I mean, it's initiative. Yeah. It's
find a need and fill it.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like, I'd sold all my tools. I didn't. He said actually poison ivy is what they do it, because poison ivy is like popcorn to a goat.
Yeah, they love it.
They love it. Yeah.
Have you heard how they get along? I have 4 dogs, so gecko's not a problem to add in with, unless they want to eat the gecko.
Yeah, they're hungry.
Yeah. But these geckos, I mean, seriously, she shipped them all around, and Mike in Prevento, he was he was really up on the gecko population, and they love these bugs that people couldn't catch, and they can't hide under a refrigerator. The daggone bug runs underneath the refrigerator. Who wants to drag the fridge out? That gecko, man, he's in there. He's on it.
That is hysterical. I don't know. I think that's kind of gross to be woken up to it.
That's what Carrie said.
A gecko's chewing on a roach. Water bug roach. Ugh, that is horrible. Yeah, it's hard to get rid of them. That's for sure. Well, let's kind of introduce ourselves on the way out, and then I'm Chuck Worley with Worley's Home Services.
Michael Davenport with CVP Windows and Doors. Albin with Albin Co.
And my name is Jack with Legacy Painting, and we have Cindy Rowell with Alpha Pest Solutions.
See you guys in 5,
10, 5,
3, 2, 1, 0.
This is Chuck Worley with the 757 House Whisperers Show, coming to you live every Wednesday night from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Remember, you can get our old shows on Spotify and any podcast things. Facebook Live, we are rolling on Facebook Live. If you're at home and have to get out of the car, you can pop it on Facebook or the 790 app, right? So, which is, I think, WNIS.com, and then you can listen live and download the app. So, I've done it. It makes it pretty convenient to listen to it at the house. So, because I don't want to miss my show. So So this is Chuck Worley. We want you guys to call in and ask any questions. We've got lines open. We had a great question, a bug question from Gene, and we're looking for any questions. 757-627-79. I was just testing y'all. I was testing y'all to see if you knew.
I thought
I was trying to see if y'all knew. No, I just struck out. 627-7979. Call up any questions, and we will be able to answer those questions live on the air. And again, I always like to remind you guys, when you're asking questions, you're helping other people because you're not the only person with a problem with your house. So I want y'all to stop lying. You know you got problems with your house. Call in. Call in and answer those. We'll answer those questions with my gallery of experts. The trivia question, so you can call in and answer these. Jim Henson is the creator of what beloved cast of characters? What is the name of John Travolta's character in the movie Saturday Night Fever? Yeah, Saturday Night Fever. You know, with
you
the
sure you're okay?
With the wingtips and those collars that go down to
Slick back hair.
go back to your chest nipples. Those collars that go down,
I don't know about
and
that
then
one.
you got the bell bottoms. You know, y'all know the movie.
I don't know that movie.
You never saw Saturday Night Live?
Fever.
Yeah.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
All right, tonight
You got to
need
get that.
go.
What year is it from?
Before you were born.
Way before you were born. What year? 76?
Something like
That's
that.
got to be 70 something. 75.
Is it in color or no?
Oh my
Oh, man.
God.
That was not nice. That was, hey,
What?
I gotta tell you a story.
All right, we're gonna
real
whoop
quick.
him when we turn these mics off. We're whooping him for that.
My youngest son one time, we're watching TV, right? And he was watching Leave It to Beaver. And old people like me remember that. Y'all probably don't.
But that was black and white.
But and it was in black and white. And he looks at me, he says, Dad, I said, you know, Ross, I used to watch that when I was a kid, like you. He said, you did? I said, sure did. He said, why'd you watch it? I said, because it was enjoyable. He said, but it's not in color. I said, nothing was, buddy.
That is hysterical. That is hysterical. All right. So we got a couple questions. We got a couple people calling. Let's introduce ourselves real quick. And then we got two more callers. So 757-627-7979. Call in with any questions about your house so that we can answer you guys. My name is Chuck Worley. I own Worley's Home Services. We do heating and air, electrical, plumbing, ductwork, spray foam insulation, and what else do I do?
Geothermal
encapsulation,
wells,
geothermal
repairs
heat
for pumps.
We do pretty much everything.
Yep.
So, go ahead, Michael.
And I'm Michael Davenport. My partner and I, Barry Taylor, own CVP Windows and Doors. We are the only window manufacturer in the Hampton Roads region, including Richmond. And we travel up into the Northern Neck. We go down into Virginia Beach, Pungo. We go down into North Carolina, Outer Banks, and Elizabeth City. We go all the way over to Richmond now. We've got a salesman over there in Richmond, and we're plowing the field. We're planting a crop. We're going to have a harvest here. It's coming on right now. I also like to tell you about Albin of Albin Co. Albin is the resident builder. He'll build you a new home. He'll do you an addition. He will do a major kitchen remodel. He will even do your bathroom. And he did work at Chuck's house. He gutted the house, and I mean gutted it. I was there when it was naked. You could see the studs. Redid everything, and it's a beautiful place now. Him and his bride, Julie, have. And they live on 5 acres. It's just amazing. And they got a resident coyote now.
Hopefully, we haven't seen him since, but that was freaking. I want to introduce Cindy Ross. She is the only woman that you know that has a license to kill. And so my wife just texted me and said, a woman in South Korea was trying to kill a cockroach.
Oh, yeah.
1 dead, 8 injured after a woman allegedly sets fire trying to kill a cockroach with a
homemade blowtorch.
Homemade flamethrower.
Yeah.
Holy
So
cow.
She's been arrested now.
She's 20 years old, used a lighter and a spray pain relief patch or spray can of pain relief.
Yeah. Alcohol.
To kill a All right.
You can do hairspray.
I
Hairspray do
did
the
hear
same
about
thing.
hairspray.
Yeah.
Somebody did that. Somebody did that in front of me. I was like, don't do that again. That was
Yeah,
that was
it's
sketchy.
scary. You're
That was a little sketchy.
a weird
so.
person doing it.
All right, so that's her, and then go ahead.
And then my name is Jack Keller with Legacy Painting. We do residential and commercial painting, inside, outside. We do a bunch of drywall repair stuff as well. So, being here in the Tidewater areas, we have tons of stress cracks, nail pops. If you have any type of drywall holes or texture that needs to be matched, we can take care of that as well as deck staining and fence staining as well.
And who else? All right, so let's go to the caller.
Yeah. What we got?
Mr. Kevin in Chesapeake. You got a question about your house or one of your houses?
Yes, roof question. I have a ridge vent. Part of it came off. Didn't have shingles on it, and I went up and took a look at it. I mean, one piece is absolutely just missing. None of the neighbors know where it is, so I need to replace it. So I went to look at materials to replace it, and the original is like aluminum. And the only thing that I can find out here in town is plastic polyethylene or something like that. I wanted to see what you guys thought about replacing the entire thing, leaving the aluminum and button up to it and putting this new product in. Just plastic on the roof just doesn't sound like a good idea to me.
Your house
What do you think?
is over 35 years old, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, it's the roof is not that old, but the roof, the house
really?
is, yes. Yeah, it's a
How
little
old
ranch.
is the roof?
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those aluminum
Yeah,
ridge
that's
vents in
been on
forever.
How old is the roof?
Yeah. I would say the roof is about 15 years. And I don't know if they put the original roof vent back on top of it or not.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
They
took the old one and put it back. Yeah,
Yep.
Today we always use a plastic type roof vent. Then they put shingles on top of it so it matches the roof, and you have your ventilation at about 1.25 inches space. That's on
so
each side.
aesthetically it doesn't
appealing.
look. Yeah, it kind
Right.
of looks
cool.
Yeah, I was looking.
Yeah.
I was looking at the directions, and they put shingling over the top of it, and I guess that was the only reason was to blend it in with the roof. Mine does not have it.
You don't want it,
Aluminum stuff
otherwise
does
it
not
would be
have that.
shiny. Like you'd be looking up at it, and the sun would be hitting it. I mean, it'd be, so it kind of
It's hard to see from the living room, though. The neighbors might complain.
Yes, it is. Well, if you see your ridge vent from the living room, we have more problems.
Yeah,
in
we
that
have
house
bigger
than
problems.
you have.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So
that's a
all right.
I would
that sounds
probably
fine.
think
I guess that seems to be
replacing the entire ridge vent would probably be the route that I went, because I'd be afraid that
if that one flew, the other ones might fly.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But I was just trying to connect up two different types.
Won't work.
Yeah. I would. That's a great question, Kevin. I really that is a great question, because I know. I mean, these winds and I just got back from Chicago this morning. I had a conference up there a couple of days, and I thought this place was windy. Whew, that is the windy city. It is.
Yep.
It is rough. But yeah, so we've seen shingles flying around. I mean, how many times you're driving down the road and you see shingles in somebody's yard? It happens here too, not just in Chicago. So, but yeah, that was a great question, and not common at all for a ridge vent to be ripped off the
house. You
want
to take a swing at the trivia?
Yeah. Do you want to take a swing?
Yeah. I'll do the Jim Henson, the Muppets. That's what he came up with.
So who? Animal.
The animal. Right. We
were trying to think of the crazy drummer.
And you didn't even get him chance.
I'm sorry, it just popped into my head. I was like, is it Monster, Beast? It was Animal.
Now name us one more. I'm gonna put tape on his mouth.
Yeah, go ahead. Your favorite.
Ernie and Bert,
Golly day, he's good.
Yeah, that is.
I didn't think of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about kids.
Miss Piggy. He just goes on and on and on.
Well, who were the two most famous?
I don't know. I guess Big Bird and Ernie and Bert. I guess.
No,
I don't know.
It's gonna be Kermit. It's gonna be Kermit and Piggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Kermit and Piggy.
Miss Piggy.
Miss Piggy. Yeah. Miss Piggy.
Going
I
way
don't know.
back
My favorite funny ones were the two old men in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what their names
Me
are.
neither.
That we'll have to do a trivia on that. The two old guys in the thing that would just crack jokes on the whole show, just like these guys are stupid. They're doing this. And the Muppets were fun, very entertaining. Entertaining.
Thanks
So,
for calling in, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, yeah, thanks for your input too. Love the show.
Hey,
Thanks,
thanks
man.
for the
buddy.
kind words.
Appreciate
man.
it.
We appreciate it. Yeah, so we got a few more minutes. We don't have a lot of time. So if you got a quick call, 627-7979. We still got to figure out what John Travolta's real or character name on Saturday Night Fever. And we got to get Jack to go online. It's got to be on Netflix, right? I mean, can you go back that far? All right. It's yeah, he's got to watch it. All right, you're not allowed back on the show until you watch Saturday Night. That's like
Really?
that's like a movie of the eight. It's like Top Gun. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean
You
you
ever
haven't
see
seen
Top Gun?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. That's your homework. You gotta watch a movie from the 70s.
Either that or you're going to
and
be
I'm thinking
working
it's
from the corner
19
next week.
That's right. I think it's 1977 or so.
Yeah.
75.
1977.
Yeah.
It's got
it was-
82% Rotten Tomato.
That's
Pretty good.
good.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
Okay.
good.
I mean, especially since it barely had color,
Yeah.
Jack. Jeez Louise. When did they start getting color in TV tubes?
Man.
It's gotta be
And TV, it
70s.
was
Early?
no, when we moved in the new house, it was 63 and we got our first color TV then. It
Was it
really
that
was
early?
pretty
Okay.
pathetic.
Okay.
But they had it before then. It's
Was it
just,
13 inch?
No, but the
It wasn't a 100 screen,
first
100 foot
TV
screen.
first TV was a hand down from my grandparents, and it was 12-inch, and it was
12
about
inch.
3 feet wide and 4 feet tall, and about a foot and a half deep, and it had a 12-inch screen.
Yeah,
Holy
you
smokes.
you only wanted to, and I know some of you guys are out there shaking your head like, there's no way I want to ever pick up one of those things again. Hey, how many times have you ever had somebody say, hey man, I got a TV, I just got a new one, I want you to come by and pick this thing up. And you get there, if you don't have 4 gorillas with you, you are not picking that dang thing up.
That's the truth.
Am I lying?
You are telling the truth, buddy.
I mean,
You
how
are
much does
telling the
those things
truth.
weigh? Like 250 pounds,
Well,
300 pounds?
And the best thing is, I gave a TV to someone one time, and she said, "Well, we live on me and the kids live on a second floor apartment, and me
Nope.
and the guy who worked for me took 2 of us to carry that big devil
Nope.
up the stairs."
Nope. I'd have caught that thing on fire. That would not have left my house. There is no. I'd have done the Korean chicks up.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have because it was all wood cabinets and they're all
Yeah.
like 6 foot long.
And you had to go to some store and with the tubes in the TV, and they had a tube checker, and you put it in
Yeah.
there and turn on a switch.
There
and-
used to be TV repair shops. They don't have
Yeah.
those anymore. That's
Yeah.
we're showing our age. We're showing our age now. So, all right, let's get we only got about 5 minutes left. So somebody call in real quick with John Travolta, what his character's name was on Saturday Night Fever, right? Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night
And
Fever.
then my ink went south there, so I it like cut off the title. Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta, what a great actor.
Well,
that
I
dude.
want to mention a plumbing thing. I was going to say, I was watching Channel 10, and they had this guy on the national show, Good Morning America, I think. Anyway, it was Channel 10. I remember that. And so I catch my attention. I'm in the office, and the guy, he's telling about plumbing, and it's getting cold, and he shows this cover, how you can put the cover on and pull the string, and it covers your outside hose bib that is not frost proof. And then he shows a hose bib that's frost proof, and then he turns it and shows how it's going in like 8 inches into the wall, and it's not going to freeze and stuff. And he says it's not possible for it to freeze when you do that. Now, that is not, I repeat, not correct. They will freeze if you do not disconnect the hose bib that has water in it. It will freeze up in there. Yeah, if you don't disconnect the hose, and if the hose is empty, that's one thing. But if you leave the hose hooked up and there's water in the hose and there's water inside of that drain. Because when you turn it off, it turns off inside and a little bit of water runs out.
Sure.
But if there's still water in there, it splits that right inside the wall, and then you got a real mess. So don't always I'm like, this guy's probably getting paid to be on TV, and I'm not even a plumber, and I got a better answer than he had.
Yeah,
I said I should send him a letter.
Yeah, the hose is
the kiss of death.
Yeah, the kiss of death.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's starting to get cold. Make sure you go out before you forget and disconnect your hose from your outdoor spigot, especially if it's not freeze protected.
Oh yeah.
There's we can do those for you. You can DIY those things. You can it's really not extremely difficult. You definitely want to be a professional to do it, but changing it out to a freeze protected one, they're just thicker, they're better made, and they're designed not to crack.
Here's what you got to remember about getting a professional like Worley's Home Services to fix something for you. You can fix it, or you can change your own hose bib. But if you have a problem, your insurance company kind of frowns down on lack of professional ability. And then they say, well, here, we can't do everything for you because you weren't professionally taken care of. It helps you a lot when there's a problem if a professional takes care of it.
Yeah, people think that we just pay for these Class A contractors license because we like spending money. That's not accurate information.
And all the insurance that goes along
y'all
with
got
it.
Insurance? Y'all got insurance? Oh, yeah.
And we're talking $1 million policies.
Ours is bigger than that, but
ours is too. But I don't want to say how much.
Dumb. I know it's just dumb how much that stuff is, but it is important. It's really to protect us and to protect the homeowner. It just, bad stuff happens,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely, just kind of some other trivia stuff or other stuff to kind of protect your house before, it starts to get really cold is closing the vents in your crawl space. If you have a open type of crawl space, the freeze protected, putting freeze protected spigots on the outside of your house. Even if you're in a hurry, just kind of a DIY, don't want to really go to all that, where you're cutting into the pipe or the PEX or the galvanized pipe or whatever. You just want something easy. You could just go to Home Depot, like you said, and grab those little
cap covers.
Those cap covers. You strap it with it's like a
it's a little like a bungee cord.
Yeah, like a bungee cord on
a little
those.
teeny one.
And it pulls that off the spigot and holds it up against the wall so you don't have.
You leave it all winter, you're good.
Yeah.
It gives enough protection that it won't freeze.
It just keeps it, because how many days do we actually have that's under 32?
Oh yeah.
Less than 30 days.
Hard freezes around here 18, happen every now and then.
20 days. And it's one day. Like it'll drop to 17 and then the next day it's 48.
Remember too that we're getting into a new quarter. Make sure your filters are serviced and changed. If your filter gets clogged, the efficiency of your unit goes way south, and you're going to be calling up Worley's and wanting them to come fix it, and they're going to come out. And when you send a guy in a truck, you got to overhead. You got to charge for an overhead. But if you just maintain, which is what we're about helping you understand what you got to do. You go to Lowe's or somewhere, get some filters put in there, and keep them clean because the efficiency of your unit is a lifeblood.
Yeah, I just told you, we just put in all brand new heating and air conditioning system. And in my house, I think I've told you guys before, we spray foamed our attic. We spray foamed the walls, and because we had pulled all the sheetrock down on all the walls. So sheetrocked every single wall up in the crawl space, encapsulated. Oh, excuse me. Got a lack of oxygen in here.
He was out of town, different time zone, and he had to fly and get up early and all that stuff.
And then I was up at 5 to make sure I was here for y'all today. So, because if I took a later flight, I wouldn't have got here till 7. So, we got up at 5 o'clock just so I could spend time with my friends and our listeners to educate you guys on fixing your homes. This show is important to me. I love giving back to our area, giving back to the people. It's really cool. And like I said, even that guy, Kevin had hung up, said he loves listening to the show. It means a lot to us because we really do work hard to try and make sure that we are prepared for you guys and having a good show for you guys. It's a lot of fun. I like hanging out with old Mikey. So I've only done it for
Chuck and I go
40,
way
40
back,
years.
way
So, but
And I'm
yeah,
not talking about the Wayback Machine either.
yeah, that's right. Does he at least know that movie?
No.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
All right, dang, gone.
That's
That
what
was
I-
in
that-
color.
That's what. Yeah, yeah.
That
I've
was
seen
in
that. I've
color.
seen that.
All right.
Yeah. We'll have
right,
to
so-
give him a required movies
Homework?
every week. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you guys kind of do a little commercial about you got. Well, shoot, there's only 2 minutes left. All right, so let's go ahead and introduce our companies on the way out, and we will talk to you guys next week. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, my name is Jack Keller with Legacy Painting. We're located right here in Yorktown, Virginia. We do residential, commercial painting, as well as drywall, deck staining, fence staining, and all that good stuff. Oh, and Cindy Rao with Alpha Pest Solutions. She handles all your crawl space needs, termites, bugs, hornets, bees, wasps, rats, anything with 4 legs and crawls, mildew. She can come out, take care of it. She's fantastic, super easy to work with, and just a really, really sweet lady.
My name is Michael Davenport. My partner and I, Barry Taylor, own CVP Windows and Doors right here in Newport News. We are the manufacturer. Love for you to come see what we do, where we do it. You're welcome to take a scheduled plant tour at our plant. We service Northern Neck, North Carolina, Virginia Beach, and now Richmond, Virginia. And I'd like to introduce Albin of Albin Co. He is a resident builder. He can get it done, kitchens, bathrooms, additions, and custom homes.
And I am Chuck Worley with Worley's Home Services. We do heat and air, electrical, plumbing, crawl space encapsulation, spray foam insulation, which, like I said, will obviously make your house 43% more efficient than last year. Geothermal, wells, pumps. We do service all of that. So I am the founder of the 757 House Whisperer Show. I am glad you guys chose to listen to us. Thank you guys for joining us every week.
Have a
Thank you,
great
guys.
evening.
The preceding program was sponsored and paid for by Worley Home Services, who's entirely responsible for its content.